Hello there. Welcome back to Grandma Ray Don't Play, and I'm Rachel. Okay, so I introduced to you yesterday I bought a turkey breast, and I showed you how I cut up the turkey breast and portioned the meat out to show you how we're going to get 5 turkey dishes out of that one turkey breast for $13.27. So I'm starting on the first one. We're going to be making turkey soup, and I'm making it from the turkey bone. Remember, we cut the meat off. If you didn't see that video, you might want to go and look at the first video that shows you, it says how to debone turkey breast. Okay, alright, and so now let's start. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe, check out my links below if you'd like to support this channel. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I have the water that's about right to here on this large size pot. So I'm hoping that when I put the turkey bone in, it will go halfway of this pot, which is about what I want. Okay, okay. So we're going to put the turkey neck in and the turkey bone that we cut the meat off, turkey breast meat off of. And you can see we have a lot of meat still on here. So we're going to boil that along with other ingredients like vegetables and stuff to make our turkey soup. So here I cut up 3 large carrots. I diced them up. Okay, I'm going to put that in. Yeah, the water is already halfway. I cut up 2 very large onions the same way. Okay. And I cut up some celery. Now let me show you what celery looks like in case you don't know. Some of you may know, but there's others that may not know. Okay, so this is celery, and this is what it looks like. Okay, it's long and green. The package is about this long. Alright, so we're going to put that in. And I used 4 stalks of celery. So that's 4 long pieces of celery about this long. Okay? Twice the size of this. That's called 4 stalks. Okay, now we're going to put our other added items in. I'm going to start off with 3 heaping, running over tablespoons of chicken base, okay, which is also chicken broth. That's 2, and I need some more, so let me get this new one. And the last one is 3 heaping tablespoons of chicken broth. Okay, now I'm going to add a heaping tablespoon of garlic paste. If you don't have garlic paste, use 4 cloves of garlic chopped up fine. Alright, now let's add some seasonings. I would like to add some adobo. Now seasonings is your choice. You can choose to put the seasonings I'm using, or you can pick your own. I'm doing adobo, and I'd like to do black pepper. Here it is. I'm going to add a little Italian seasoning for some herb. That's about 4 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. And I'm going to stir that up. Okay, so I'm going to actually let this cook until the temperature of the turkey bone is 165. So I'm going to actually stick the thermometer in the meat part of the turkey bone if I can, to see if it reaches to 165. Once that have reached to 165, then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to put it in some cold water so that it cools down enough for me to pick the meat off of it, and then I'll return it back to the pot. Meanwhile, I'm going to still let the vegetables and everything you've seen me put in here continue to cook, okay? Alright, so we're going to put this on the fire and we're going to get started with that. Okay, and I have it on number 8 on my stove, which is 1 notch before you get to high, okay? Okay, so let me come right back with the word of the day. Thank you. Okay, the word of the day. The word of the day is system. System. Your body is a system. What you put in it is what benefits you'll get out of it. So if you put a lot of junk in it, then you're not really feeding your body what it needs, and so you could end up with some deficiency or some problems. And it may or may not happen for a very long time, but if you starve the system long enough and don't give it what it needs nutritionally, then you are gonna have to deal with that sooner or later, and it's better to deal with that now. So I'm not saying don't never eat junk food. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is have a balanced diet, you know. So okay, you're gonna eat some junk food, make sure you eat some good food, like a reasonable amount of vegetables and your protein and that sort of thing, so that you can take care of that system. Because if you take care of that system, you won't have to call the doctor for a breakdown. The system can help take care of you. That's the word of the day. System. Take care of that system. Okay. We're waiting on the turkey soup to cook. Okay? Thank you. Okay, guys. Turkey bone with the meat on it is out. Now I'm going to put this in some cold water so that I can take the meat off of it. Okay, so just so that you'll see what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick all the meat I can off of it, and then I'll be right back with you, okay? Great. Okay, guys, so I picked all the meat that I could off of the bone. As you can see, it's pretty bare, okay? And I also picked it off the neck. Alright, so that's what you do. You put it in some cold water till it cools off, and then you pick the meat off. Okay, so now this is what we ended up with, a bowl of meat. Okay, so remember, each portion of the turkey that we cut up is worth $2.65. So you can't go to the store and buy turkey for $2.65, but we did it here for our turkey soup. So we're going to turn this into turkey dumpling soup. I have a half a bag of dumplings here. So you can see it's a half a bag. So we're going to be using that, okay, as our additive in addition to the carrots and onions and celery that we already have in there. Also, we're going to be adding some cream of chicken soup to thicken it. Okay, so we're going to add this in. Put my fire back on, that would help. Okay, I think I need to add another can of cream of chicken soup to thicken it, unless I have some roux. Let me look and see if I have some roux. Oh, yes, I have some roux. Now, roux is equal parts of margarine or butter to flour. So if you use, you're going to do 1 stick of margarine and 1 cup of flour, and you put it in the frying pan and you stir it until it becomes a paste like this. If you just look on my channel and look up the recipe how to make a roux, you'll see it, okay? Okay, so if you don't have a roux, and you don't want to make a roux, just add some more cream of chicken soup or cream of celery or whatever you have in your house that will thicken it, okay? If you don't have none of that, you can go for some flour. Add some flour. Put the flour in a cup and mix it with the broth and then stir it up and then pour it in there, okay? Okay. I want to melt the roux before I put it in there, because if I put it in there hard like that, it's going to take a long time for that to break down. So I want to break that down first. So I'm going to get some of the broth. So you see what I'm doing, right? So that I can break down the roux and melt the roux first before putting it in the pot. I'm just breaking it up, that's all I'm doing here. Okay, now that I broke it up and it's not in one big lump, now I can, and let me show you. You see, the more I work it, let me show you. The more I work it, the thicker that's gonna get, because that roux is thickening that little broth that I put in this container. Okay, I'm gonna pour it in, and that was about 1/4 of a cup of roux. Okay. Okay, I'm put some more broth in here to get this excess out. Now you don't want it thick like gravy or nothing. You just want it thick enough so that you get some color to it and it's not as watery, okay? Okay. Now I'm going to add back the chicken. Oh, chicken. Oh my goodness. Add back the turkey. The turkey, guys. The turkey. I don't even have any chicken. Turkey. Add it back to turkey that we took off the turkey breast bone. Alright. Now I think I want to taste it. See what I'm missing. I think I would like to add some more chicken base. That flavor is not as strong as I'd like it to be. I want to really taste the flavor. Okay, so now I'm adding another heaping tablespoon of chicken base. So this makes 4 tablespoons, okay? And one more. So a total of 5 tablespoons of chicken base or chicken broth. I'm going to add some black pepper. Now look, guys. Oh, wait a minute. You see the color we're looking for? It's not like a clear water. It's more of a yellowish color because we added the thickening, the cream of chicken and the roux. Okay? Okay, now we're going to add in our dumplings. Got a half a bag of dumplings, and this is 12 ounces, so I'm adding in 6 ounces because I have a half a bag, okay? Alright, it's all in. And you're just going to wait until the dumplings thicken in size. Oh, it smells so good, guys. It smells good. Okay, so I'm going to give that 5 minutes to actually come double in size. So maybe 3 minutes. We'll be back in 3. Thank you. Okay, guys. So if you're not sure whether the dumplings are done or not, you're going to take one out and taste it. Okay? That works every time. You have to taste your food anyway. So why not taste the dumpling to see if it's done or not? You don't want it real soft. You want a little bite to it. Just a little. Okay, so I have one here. No, it's not ready. It's a little hard. You don't want it hard, but you do want to have like a firmness to it. Okay? So we'll give that a few more minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you how to take the oil that will come up to the top off. So you're going to take your spoon and you're going to skim right on the top of the soup. Right on the top. See that grease there? That's what we're taking out. See? It's right on the top. Just skim around with your spoon on the very top of the turkey dumpling soup. You're not going to get every drop of it out, but you can get quite a bit out. That it makes a big difference when you look at it. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, I want to taste the dumpling again. Let me get a clean fork. Drop that one. Okay. Guys, we're good. It's not hard. I still feel a little firmness to it. So remember, when you cut this off, it's still going to be hot. So those dumplings are still going to be cooking. So you don't want to wait until it gets real soft to cut it off, because then it goes to mush and you don't want that. Okay, let me plate that up and show you. Okay guys, here's our soup, right? And look how much more we have in this pot. I'm going to push the camera up so it's going to move on you. You see? Can you believe it? You have soup for days. How about that, huh? Look at this. Let me see if I can hold it up, let you get a close-up of this. Turkey dumpling soup. That was the bone, the meat that was left on the bone from when we cut the meat off of the turkey breast. $2.65. Oh, please. Let me taste for you. Please.